Daniel Negreanu is looking down on King-Queen offsuit. The table is four-way after Tony G opens, and Viffer, Negreanu, and Scott Seaver all come along. That matters because equities flatten in multi-way pots. Single pair hands lose value while nutted, and draw heavy holdings gain. Tony G's range from early position in this lineup still contains suited connectors.
There's room for everyone to keep improving.
I mean, the way you guys all play, there's certainly tons of room.
Yeah.
Scott calls.
I'm going to go with an old Hellmuth trick. Watch this, gentlemen. Check in the dark. How do you fade that? Seriously. Check in the dark. I don't even want to see what's coming.
Checking through is revealing. On this texture, the pre-flop raiser has a lot of one pair and gut shot combinations that dislike being raised by three players.
See how that worked? Because if I wouldn't have done that, they would have been more scared. My turn, right?
Daniel's still open-ended.
Did you qualify?
Yes. I've qualified pretty comfortably at this point. Question is, how much do I want to put in there?
You checked.
No, I'm not. I'm not, for sure.
You're not checking?
Yeah. If you're folding any bet, you can just do that now. I'm going to put in...
The turn is the 7 of spades, a huge card for Tony G's side of the range, and a bad one for capped checkbacks. Negreanu leads $3,600 into the field, a small sizing that targets folds from the Broadway airballs, and denies equity to Queen 9, 9-8, and the club draws. Scott's call with Queen Jack keeps dominated queens in, but the raise from Tony G to $14,000 is the pivotal data point. After a street of passivity, that raise is heavily weighted to value.
If I win the pot, I'll give you your money back.
Negreanu's call with King-Queen looks ambitious only if you ignore blocker logic. He removes the queen that completes Tony G's higher straight and retains outs to the ace or 9 to make his own. Scott correctly recognizes he's in kicker jail and releases.
Wow, that was a big sweat.
Took a long time. That speech really got him.
He made a big laydown just now.
The river is the 9 of diamonds. Range-wise, it's a dagger for Tony G. His made straight from the turn remains a straight, but Negreanu's King-Queen now upgrades to the higher straight. When Negreanu fires $35,000, the story is polarized between exactly that high straight and bluffs that bricked clubs or random Queen X that tried to push Tony G off a one-pair hand.
Are you also offering my $4,800 back if you...
Yeah.
Tony calls and Daniel wins a $100,000 pot.
I had the nuts on the turn. Wow, well done.
Felt like...
Daniel Negreanu is looking down on 10-9 suited.
Who lost the last one?
Me, that'd be me. Steaming.
Boom.
This hand sits in the suited connector bucket that plays well. Versus a 3-bet, it has equity versus broadways, realizes well in position, and can call profitably against most small blind ranges.
Such a good spot.
Oh, him and his spots again.
Except you have to act first.
Oh, yeah.
Veldhouse re-raises to $7,000 from the small blind. That sizing represents a fairly standard linear small blind 3-bet, strong aces, broadways, and some pocket pairs. When Negreanu calls, his range keeps most suited connectors, suited broadways, medium pairs, and a few slow plays. Importantly, he retains position and stack to pot depth for post-flop maneuvering. Texture advantage is mixed. The small blind has all over pairs and more ace-10 offsuit. The caller has more 4s and 10x suited. Veldhouse continuation bets $11,500 with ace-queen of diamonds.
I love the 6-spot speech. That was the best part of this hand. It's fun. 11. Huh?
That's a good level, huh?
It was good. 6-spot. Boom, raise, da-da-da.
That bet targets folds from unpaired high cards and protects overpairs, while keeping bluffs like 2 overcards with backdoors. Negreanu's call with top pair and excellent runout potential keeps his range uncapped. From Veldhouse's seat, once called, Negreanu's range condenses around 4s, 10s, pocket pairs like jacks through 7s, and sticky backdoors. This is a pivotal card because trips remain the nuts and gives Negreanu a valuable backdoor flush draw. Check-check makes sense for both. Veldhouse's ace-queen has little fold equity versus 4s and 10s and hates getting check-raised. Negreanu's check protects his flop call range, keeps bluffs in, and realizes 2 clean ways to improve, clubs and 9. Negreanu improves to 2-pair, 10s and 9s, while Veldhouse remains with ace-high. From a range view, the river shifts blocker dynamics. Negreanu's line contains more 9x, while Veldhouse remains with ace-high.
I'm all in.
So you're saying I made a good check on the turn? Is that what you're claiming? Such level. I mean, you know more about my game than anyone, so is that enough to make the difference for me? I would have felt better if I just bet the turn, you raised, and then I called. That would have been more fun. Fire on the river. Are you hoping that I'm going to play good here? I'm so confused.
Daniel calls, and for a change, sees some good news at Showdown.
The one time that you called a 3-bet of mine out of position, you won the hand. Maybe just keep doing that. Just try it out. You never know.
How about who's 3-bet the most hands? I'll bet that.
I think you might have.
I think it's you.
Really? Who was I 3-betting?
Joe.
Oh, that's just you. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Maybe it was me.
Jones opens to 1600 from early position with a tight linear range, big aces, broadways, and medium-high pairs. Negreanu flats with king of hearts and queen of diamonds. Calling keeps dominated queens in play, realizes position, and preserves a range that still contains suited connectors, pocket pairs, and the occasional trap Brunson overcalls, which further compresses Jones's value because multi-way pots punish thin barrels. In multi-way, that texture leans toward the callers. Negreanu owns more 2-pair and set combinations, along with many diamond draws and straight draws. Jones's continuation bet of 4,500 represents overpairs and his equity bluffs such as Jack-10 or high diamond holdings. Negreanu check call with king-queen is deliberate. It keeps his range uncapped. He can still have value from sets and 2-pair while also containing strong draws. The turn is the 4 of spades, a true brick. Pairs do not change. Straights brick and a slight spade draw occurs in the mind of our players. When Jones fires $12,500, he's polarizing into overpairs and ace-queen for value and a healthy set of bricked diamonds and gut shots for bluffs. Negreanu calls again because king-queen sits high in his range and carries ideal blocker properties. The queen reduces combinations of ace-queen, and the king reduces king-queen. The river is the 2 of spades, another brick that fails to complete for our guys but puts the danger of a flush for both of them. Jones decides to represent it and places the 3rd barrel for $20,500, telling the big hand or nothing story. From a range lens, that story is understuffed with value on this runout. Sets and 2-pair were already threatened by draws and often size up earlier. Many overpairs slow down on such a wet board once called twice. Meanwhile, the bluff bucket is overflowing. Negreanu, whose exact holding is a textbook bluff catcher. It blocks top pair value, does not block spades, and sits near the top of his call range after declining to raise earlier streets.
I don't like the way I played this hand, to be honest with you. 22-5? I really don't like it. I don't think... Oh, man. Could he value bet a worse hand than me? Sorry, I'm going to need a minute. I don't know what to do. You want to show me a card for any price? I don't know.
For any
One
price?
card? Yeah, I mean, I'll give you $1,000 to show me a card. Is that a no? Okay. I'll give you $2,000 to show me one card. And pretty soon I'll get to a price he wants.
Probably 23,600.
I will give you $3,000 to see one card.
It's only my anniversary. Go ahead. Stall it up.
Sorry. Okay, $4,000 and I just want to see one card.
Take it and show him the 10 of spades.
All right, he's not taking any bait. I'm not going any higher than that. It's too late to play good, so I'm just going to go with Old Faithful and pray and just hope he's bluffing.
He is.
What does he have? Phew. Okay.
Daniel takes it down.
I was about to say, I swear, I was like, if you have specifically the 10 of spades in your hand.
You should show it.
Negreanu is holding pocket 5s and he's raising to 95,000. He's up against the legends Tom Dwan with pocket 9s and Phil Ivey with pocket 10s.
Over to Tom Dwan.
That's not a hand Dwan would fold, not against Daniel, and definitely not in a $250,000 buy-in. Tom looks like he's thinking, I'm pretty sure he shouldn't flat and trap, but rather crank up the pressure early.
Dwan has just made a call with pocket 9s. Perhaps at another time he might have raised. Oh, check this out. Phil Ivey's picked up pocket 10s.
Yeah, I'm
And
pretty
he's
surprised.
just called.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised by the flat call from Phil. It's usually a spot where you'd like to squeeze, especially the fact that he's on the button. It's going to look pretty fishy and quite possibly have someone play back at him.
Mike Haxton folds.
The flop comes 3 queen 6, 2 spades. Negreanu opened with pocket fives, whiffed the flop completely, and now he's first to act on this board, with Duan and Ivy behind him, who are not exactly known for playing nice when they smell weakness.
Misses all of them. A check from Daniel. This will be interesting.
I don't think any of the three of them are going to be too thrilled with that flop, to be honest. Queen's certainly in the calling range of Tom and Phil. Hands like King Queen, Ace Queen. I expect Phil will just check this back as well.
Phil does. We'll see a turn.
The turn is the 4 of clubs, and things are starting to line up for some sneaky draws. No one took a stab on the flop, which means this pot's still up for grabs, and Negreanu knows it.
And given the fact that he was a pre-flop aggressor, both players have checked back the flop.
He does take a stab.
Duan isn't just thinking about his cards. He's scanning Daniel and Phil like he's picking up frequencies. These guys are playing poker on a different level. Every glance, every pause, every chip toss. There's a language here only the elite understand, and Duan is fluent.
I think Tom is more than happy to peel one here with 9s. He's got to assume that Daniel's going to bet a queen on the flop there.
Now, he's got his eye on both Daniel and Phil, looking at across the table to both players, and he smooth calls here. So round to Phil Ivy, and this is a tough spot.
Even though he does have the best hand, it's probably correct to fold.
Yeah, well, Phil Ivy kind of stuck there. Tom Duan now eyes only on Daniel Negreanu, and the river's a 2 of hearts.
And Daniel gets there.
Oh, Daniel checking. He's going to try and trap him. And look at this, it might work. Duan reaching for chips.
I check.
Oh, wow, Tom Duan checks. Daniel not happy.
I don't bet my friend. You know? I don't bet my friend.
Wow, Duan's really relieved.
Negreanu picks up Jack 4 suited, a hand most of us will fold, but Negreanu opens light to attack the straddle money, and Williams just flats with kings, which is a great slow play in this lineup. By not squeezing, he keeps the weaker parts of Negreanu's range in, lets the third player come along with dominated hands, and hides the real strength of his holding. On a jack-high flop, the initiative flips to pure range advantage. Negreanu has all the top pair junk kickers, all the jacks from his open, and tons of c-bet candidates. His small bet is value and protection at the same time. He wants folds from underpairs and worse broadways while still keeping dominated jacks in the pot. Williams springs the trap with a raise that does 2 jobs. It inflates the pot against the exact hands he's targeting, top pair worst kicker, and it taxes the draws and gutters that would love a cheap turn. The sizing is clever, big enough to deny, small enough to keep Negreanu attached with his 1-pair hands. Negreanu's call is the disciplined answer. If he 3-bets, he isolates himself versus sets and overpairs. By calling, he controls the pot, keeps bluffs alive, and forces Williams to keep telling a story on later streets. The turn pairs Negreanu, and that changes everything.
This is such a dirty card. I mean, who can really put someone on Jack 4?
Jack 4 goes from bluff catcher to a genuine value hand that beats the most common part of Williams's line, which is exactly the overpairs that raise flop and barrel turn. When Williams continues with a confident bet, his range is face up strong but capped below sets because of the pre-flop flat.
I'm all in.
Negreanu's shove is surgical. It denies the river to kings and queens. It charges every nut flush draw or combo draw that decided to keep pressing, and it leverages fold equity against hands that hate calling off but also hate folding. Precisely the overpairs that Slow played pre. If he only calls, he lets every overcard, counterfeit, or backdoor scare card complicate the river, and he gives Williams a free shot. Jamming sets the price now and punishes the trap.
How much is it?
50, 74, 9, 80. Call? Once or twice?
Okay, we want to see hands first or no?
Well, I don't care. I'll do twice either way.
I'll do twice.
First river card is a jack.
Oh, that's it. That's a good one for me.
The second river is a 7.